Hey everybody, it's Mark Johnson, Running Maverick, the Money Maverick. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook at the Running Maverick and the Money Maverick. I help people with their fitness and their finances. And thank you so much for tuning in with Active Dad. I had a great day today. I went to work, worked in the city today, took the subway down. In Toronto, the traffic and the parking's crazy. So today I actually I drove halfway, parked at the station, and then I took the subway downtown. And did my job, did my work, came back, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people have been asking me recently, how do I make extra money, maybe working from home? And that's one thing that everybody's trying to do nowadays. Everybody's trying to work from home, remote work, trying to find extra ways of making money, especially in the GTA area. Toronto, Canada is very expensive. And so you have to find multiple ways of making money. Multiple streams of income is very important. And most times people's multiple streams of income is like having 2, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, which is kind of crazy because you can only do so much in one day. So how are you going to do 3, 4, 5 jobs? And then you also sleep. You have to sleep. Sleep's very important. I don't want you out there to just grind and not get any sleep, because one of your most important things is your body, and you only have one body, so you have to take care of it. You might be able to do a lot of hours when you're young, but when you get older, that catches up with you. And I know a lot of people, long works and long hours and long grinds, not getting enough sleep, depriving the body of that most important thing. Sleep's very important. Has broken down their bodies, and now they can't even work anymore, nor can they enjoy life because they've worked so much that they've overworked the body. So definitely have to take care of your health, and I don't want you out there killing yourself. Definitely, if you're living out of your means, you kind of have to block it down. You have to kind of find ways that you can actually live within your means so you're not killing yourself. So if your expenses are way too high, you kind of have to find a way that you can downsize. Maybe rent a place instead of owning a place, or maybe stop eating out and cooking at home, and maybe not buying stuff from the most expensive stores, but kind of find places where you can get it at a discount. Food, clothing, whatever you may need, try and get it on a discount, because definitely if you can't live within your means, it makes life so much harder to manage, and then you're stressed, and then you're worried. And I don't think life's all about worrying and being stressed out, because again, that also can bring sickness on you, on your mind, your spirit, and your body. So definitely find ways that you can live within your means. But these are some of the ways that are out there that you can make extra money. I'll explain some of them, and then if you guys need some more information, you can contact me. So one way of making extra money is being a music composer. So sometimes if you're skilled in the music trade, you can compose music, and that's one way of making extra money. That's a skill that you can have. If you study music, then you have a way of composing. My wife, she's an amazing musician, and she plays by ear, and she also has perfect pitch, and she can also read music. So I remember one time she was playing in this symphony, and for some odd reason, the singer went off key. And the musicians didn't know what to do. They weren't trained enough to switch over in their minds on what key to play in. So she was off key, and they didn't know, because all they could do was read music, and that's what they were taught, to read music. And my wife was pretty much calling out keys, saying F sharp, B, D. And people were like, how are you doing this? How are you just calling out keys? But she was so trained in the music that she could easily pick out a key and pick out where the person was, and pretty much tell anybody what note to play, because she knew exactly where it was. And that's a really good skill. So those of you that are trained in music, you can definitely be a music composer. Also, you could sell music, stock music seller. You could sell music. You see all that blooming upstairs, like I said before, those are the kids. I'm married with 4 kids. I have a wonderful wife, and it's hard to do these videos. So if you guys like this video, you like this content, share and like it, subscribe to my page, please, so I'll know that you guys like it. I got a few subscribers the other day, and thank you so much for subscribing to my page. And for those that like the content, like I said, subscribe, and so I know that you guys love it, so I can share more stuff with you guys. But definitely another way of making extra money is selling music. So if you make beats, or you make songs and stuff like that, you can sell that to people. And people will buy that from you, because they're not trained in making that, and they don't have time to make their own music. So sometimes you could actually sell a song, or sell a piece of music that you've made, or a beat that you've made online. You could sell it to people, and people will buy it. Also a voiceover actor. A lot of times where you see people do videos and there's somebody else talking in the video, almost like you do a video about trees, but then you're not the one speaking in it, somebody else speaks in it. That's a voiceover. So pretty much you could do voiceovers. You have a really good voice, you can find an agent that book for voiceover acting, and pretty much you could be a voice actor. You don't have to use your face. You don't have to use your features or anything like that. You just use your voice, and you could even use your voice for cartoons. You could use your voice for whatever it is. Like, you could use your voice for that things, and people will pay for that. Another one is a scrapbooking. So scrapbooking is a way that you can make money by like just putting stuff in books, and people will buy that from you. So like, just say you go outside, you like leaves, you can scrapbook leaves. Or if you like cartoons in the magazines, you cut out those cartoons in the magazines and actually put that in a scrapbook and sell those books, because people might buy that stuff from you. So scrapbooking is a way that you can make extra money too. Another way is proofreading. Proofreading is pretty much when someone writes a book, they need someone to proofread their book. Or they write a draft, they need somebody to proofread the draft. And pretty much you can get paid per word, looking over somebody's book or draft or script or whatever it is. You can get paid for that. So pretty much you proofread it. You take out all the errors. Someone used the wrong word, you can say, hey, use this word. And people can actually pay you per word. So I don't know how much it usually is, but maybe 1 cent a word or something, or half a cent for each word in a script, and they pay you for that. So pretty much some people write a lot of stuff, but they don't know how to like pick out the mistakes. And sometimes you can get a job for that. You just pick out all the mistakes and proofread it. Bookkeeper. Bookkeepers are very important, especially for those that are in business. It's always good to have a bookkeeper. So a bookkeeper is almost like an accountant, not as much as an accountant, but they keep track of all of your expenses and they kind of bookkeep it. So pretty much they keep track of all of it for you. So if you have a lot of receipts, like gas receipts, food receipts, any kind of receipts that you have for your business, a bookkeeper will put it all in order. So they'll put all the food together, they'll put all the gas together, they'll put all your miscellaneous things together, and they'll keep it all tracked for you. So at the end of the year, everything is in place, that when you go to an accountant, everything's ready. So that's what a bookkeeper does, and there's a fee for that. So that's another way. If you're schooled or you're educated in that bookkeeping field, you could actually charge businesses for that and make some extra money. So every year you could have maybe about 50 people that you do their bookkeeping, and you charge each person maybe, I don't know, maybe $500 for the year to keep their books. And then right there, you got so much money that you're making from 50 people, 100 people. Again, heroes, boom, boom, boom. Those are the kids. Kids upstairs, we got 4, and that's what you're hearing. So I apologize for that now, because, you know, they got some little ones and they make a lot of noise. Another one is being an author. So definitely you can write a book. You can write a book that can maybe help your business. If you're in business, like just say you're in cooking business and you want to write a book, you can write a book, and that book could actually be your manual to help people learn how to cook and build your brand online. And so pretty much that's your manual on what you do, and you could actually sell that book, and that could be your calling card to what you do. So writing a book is very important, being an author of anything, an author of a script for a movie, a show, a book, whatever you put pen to paper, you're an author. So that's another option. You can make extra money. A landscape designer. So a landscape designer is someone that pretty much designs someone's landscape outside their house or outside the business. So landscape is usually like the grass, the bushes, the trees outside a building. And pretty much if you're a designer, someone might say, okay, and now I want a bunch of grass in front of my house with a bunch of flowers and a little pond. And pretty much you design that on paper, maybe do a drawing of it, and then show the person where everything is going to go, and they can actually pay you for that plan, and then they can get somebody else to do it, or you could do it yourself for them and charge another fee for that. So the plan is maybe $100. Then the landscaping and all the labor and everything is going to be $2,000. So you make $2,100 doing the work and doing everything, and you design it, and the client picks it and says, yes, I like this. So that landscape designer is another way of making extra money within your neighborhood or in another country, or, you know, there's just, I'm giving you ways of making extra money. Another one is a homeschooler. So pretty much, I know there's people out there that don't necessarily want their kids to go to public school or Catholic school or private school. They want to homeschool their kids. And sometimes they don't have the response, they can't take on that responsibility because they have to work. So pretty much what you could do is maybe open up your own homeschool where you teach 5 to 10 kids, make sure you're licensed and you're educated and you have a degree in whatever you want to teach, so that when the parents come and like they say, okay, what do you teach my kid? Make sure that you're knowledgeable of what you're going to teach the kids, maybe English, math, science, and parents will pay for that because maybe they don't want their kids to go to public school, like I said, or Catholic or private. They want someone to homeschool their kids where they can know what they're being taught and make sure they're safe. So that's another way of making extra money, being a homeschooler. You can even homeschool your own children. You know, that's another way, but you won't be making money from that. We're looking for ways that you can make extra money. So you can maybe you have 2 children, you could homeschool them from home, and then you can homeschool another 5 kids. So you have 7 kids, 5 that are paying, and then 2 that are your own. So that's another way of making extra money. Another way of making extra money is maybe being a courthouse researcher. So pretty much sometimes when people are going to court or they want to learn about, I guess what they want to do, they want to learn about the courthouse. They have a researcher that goes out and finds different cases and different court cases that no one really knows about. So then you can go to do the research, and then you can actually give that to maybe a paralegal, give that to a lawyer that may not know about that case. And so you're a researcher, so you know a lot about the courts, you know a lot about the laws and the policies, so that you can give that information to somebody else. And because you're a researcher, people pay you for your information. So whatever you learned, they can maybe pay you for that, right? So that's another way of making extra money. So right there, I've given you guys 10 ways that you can make extra money. There's so many different ways that you can make extra money, but those are only 10. And definitely, if you guys love this content, you love what I shared with you guys, you can share and like this video. You can give me a subscribe, and definitely I'll try and find other ways that you can make extra money. I'm gonna put a program together very soon for you, so definitely keep in touch, and hope you like this content. All right, you guys take care. This is Active Dad, Running Maverick, Money Maverick, Mark Johnson, and I'm in a Greater Toronto area. All right, you guys take care.